Okay, so first of all, this episode contains spoilers for The Dark Knight Rises, so if you haven't seen the film, then it might not be a good idea to watch this yet. Alright, so The Dark Knight Rises. I absolutely, totally, completely loved this movie. I've seen it 3 times now, and on the 3rd time, it's still great. The standout thing in this movie is Bane. He's just so terrifying, not just because he goes around blowing stuff up, but just his ridiculously scary presence as well. Like, whenever he's on the screen, I just have this feeling inside. It's just amazing. And considering how powerful Bane is physically as well as psychologically, I was really disappointed with the way that he died. I mean, come on, Selina Kyle comes in on the bat pod and blasts him away into the background, and then that's it. No one even references him after that. It's like we're almost not even sure if he's dead. So, yeah, that was one thing that really let me down. With a character that powerful and meaningful, he really deserved a more powerful and meaningful ending, whether he died or not. Should have been better. Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character, John Blake, the cop, I thought he was a good character. And then at the end, it turns out that his name is Robin. Now, this is another thing I didn't like. The whole trilogy has been about Batman and his emotional journey. So what's the point of introducing another soon-to-be hero right at the very end of the trilogy? It makes no sense to me, not to mention the fact that I think Robin isn't, he's not really suitable for Christopher Nolan's Batman world. Another thing about John Blake, or Robin, that I didn't really like is that he sort of inherits the Batcave in the very last shot of the trilogy. Once again, this has been Bruce Wayne / Batman's emotional and epic journey. How can you end the whole trilogy on some young cop that we've just been introduced to in this one movie? I mean, he has the very last shot in the trilogy with him standing in the Batcave. I thought that was a really wrong move, personally. I mean, I've come to love and form an attachment to Batman and Bruce Wayne, not some young cop. Okay, so now I just want to talk about the ending regarding Batman. So, of course, Batman's in the Bat carrying the bomb over the ocean. Now, when I saw this for the first time, it was just amazing and it's insanely emotional. The shot where you get the perspective of the Bat and you just see the vast ocean, I thought that was just masterful. Because, there's no sound or anything. You just hear the emotional music playing over the top, and that was just, awesome. I was just thinking to myself, wow, this is it. I can't believe Batman's going to die. He's actually going to sacrifice his life for all these people, man. Can they do this? Is he going to die? And then, of course, you see the bomb explode, and you think Batman's died. And shortly after that, it goes to Bruce Wayne's funeral, and I thought Alfred, when he gave the speech at the funeral, that was really emotional and sad to see. So at this point, we think Batman's dead. But then a few things happen before the film ends. Lucius Fox discovers somehow that the autopilot on the Bat had been fixed by Bruce Wayne. Jim Gordon discovers that the Bat signal has been fixed. And then also we see a shot of Alfred in the cafe, and he actually sees Bruce just like he had fantasized about earlier. He actually sees him with Selina Kyle. So then it's as if Batman didn't die. But honestly, the whole thing to me is really, really confusing. If Bruce Wayne used the autopilot and didn't actually fly the Bat over the ocean himself, how come we see a shot of him in the cockpit after it's well over the ocean? And another thing, how did Lucius Fox even check that the autopilot had been fixed? I mean, wouldn't the Bat have been completely destroyed in the nuclear explosion? Also, how come Bruce Wayne is in the exact same cafe that Alfred imagined, at the exact same table? Now, I'm not saying that Batman didn't survive. I'm just genuinely asking these questions because I really don't know the answers to them, and I'd really love to find out, to tell the truth. So if you could, shed some light on it for me, that'd be great. But anyway, about the ending, I thought it was really awesome, up until they discover that Batman didn't actually die. I thought it would have been extremely powerful with him dying in the Bat over the ocean and, sacrificing his life for Gotham City. And then with Alfred in the funeral scene, that would have just been great. If they had actually just ended the movie after the funeral scene, that would have been absolutely perfect for me. Really, I just think Batman actually dying would have been so much more powerful and meaningful. But instead, we just get this really messy and confusing ending in which Batman apparently doesn't die. One other thing I'd like to mention is Bane's background with the League of Shadows and the prison. I thought that was really, really well done. You know how they connected it to Batman Begins and Ra's al Ghul with the League of Shadows. Also, just the whole prison thing was that was really, really cool and well done. So yeah, that's just about all I have to say. If I've missed anything, or if you want to know my opinion on something in the movie that I didn't talk about, just post in the comments and I'll reply. One more thing, there's a YouTube user called DennyDo1. He's doing video responses to Lenny Speaks episodes, and he's basically going through each episode and doing a video about the same topic and, you know, giving his opinion. So check out his videos if you can, they're pretty cool. So yeah, that's just about it for this episode. Please post in the comments about The Dark Knight Rises and what you thought of it and anything else you have to say. That would be great to read. Bye for now.